Welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. My name is Eric. I'll be taking you through this topic, time, and for this particular lesson, we're going to look at application of time in real life. So we have a few questions to help us with illustrations on how time is applicable in real life, and some of the questions that are involving applications in real life and how we solve them generally. At the end of the lesson, we'll be having some questions in the form of assignment just to help you practice and also just to help you gauge on your understanding of the concept as discussed during this lesson. So this is all about the applications of the 12 and the 24-hour system, how we did the conversions, how we did the interpretations in terms of time taken, how do you do it, and we'll be able to see how that is applicable. You see, you want to apply that into see how that is then really applicable in real life. So we have a few examples. The first one is as displayed on the screen. We have a football match which lasts 90 minutes with breaks of 15 minutes at halftime. We have, of course, a break at halftime which is supposed to last for 15 minutes. And then there's the referee is allowing 5 minutes. So the referee is also allowing 5 minutes extra time for stoppages and injuries. So the question is, at what time does this match, end? That is, a match that is starting at 4:30 p.m. will end at what time? So what we have is the formula is starting time So starting time plus time taken is equals to ending time. So this is the formula that we'll be using for almost all these applications. You look at this, what time does it start? What time does that event take? And then that will give us an idea of what time that event is likely to end. So let's start with the time taken. So let's start with the time taken. So how much time is taken? So we start with the 90 minutes. So we have 90 minutes plus the 15 minutes break plus the 5 minutes break, that allowance that is allowable for stoppages and injuries by the referee. So these are all minutes. You just need to add them naturally or normally with the way we add natural numbers. So we have 90 plus 15 plus 0.5. So 0 plus 5 plus 5 is 10, 0 carry 1. 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 1 is 11. So these are 110 minutes total time taken. So what we do with this time is you convert it into hours and minutes. So we have 60 minutes, which is an hour, plus 50 minutes. So you can divide this into 60 minutes and 50 minutes to give you a total of 110. You see. So the reason I'm doing this is to get to know how many 60 minutes do I have. So for example, if I had something like 130, I would have had like 60 plus 60 is another, I've had another 60, which is another hour, and then 10 minutes. That will give me an idea of approximately how many hours are these. So the 60 minutes, that is equivalent to 1 hour. So we talk of 1 hour and 50 minutes. You see, now I have 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I need to take the starting time, which is 4:30 p.m. and then I add the time taken to give me the stopping time. Now, as you do this addition, make sure the starting time, or what you are adding, because again, if you are given the ending time and you needed the starting time, you would have rearranged the equation in such a way that you either subtract. So whether you are subtracting or adding, you remember to convert the time given into into the 24-hour system. And that's why you're talking about the application of this, the 24-hour system and the 12-hour system. So you convert this time to 24-hour system, you do the math or you add, and then you will get the ending time. That ending time will be in the 24-hour system. But because this time is given in 12-hour, you remember to convert back that time to 12-hour system. So let me have the right interpretation the way we did it previously. So if you look at 4:30 p.m. based on our previous discussion on this, 4:30 p.m., that p.m. means that this time falls in the second half of the day. So we have 12 and then 0 up to 4:30. So 24-hour system time is counted from midnight. So how many hours from midnight? See, 0, 12, and then you add another 4 hours from noon. 4:30 p.m. means that's 4 hours, 30 minutes from noon. So from here to here is 4 hours from 0 to 12. So you add 12. And that then tells you that changing time from 12-hour system to 24-hour system, if it's PM, always remember to add the 12. Because PM means it is in the second, that time is in the second half of the day. And actually the number of the digits stated there, like 4:30 means 4 hours from noon. But remember, up to noon from midnight is already 12 hours. So you add just that to 12 to give you 16. So you write 16:30 what? 16:30 hours. So this is the start time in 24-hour system. So just a matter of subtracting, adding the time taken. So 16:30 hours, and we are adding the time taken, which is 1 what? So total time taken is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So you write it as 0, 1, 15 minutes. So the way we add time is slightly different from the way we add natural numbers. Like now, for example, this one here, I know if I add 30 plus 50, this will be 80. So I will write only 20 minutes on this side. The 1 hour, which is equivalent to 60 minutes, the extra 60 minutes, I will carry them to the other side, our side, as an hour. Remember, 1 hour has 60 minutes in it. So the 60 minutes that I've carried over to the other side is equivalent to 1 hour. So 1 plus 6 is 7 plus 1 is 8. And of course, this is 1. So this is 18, 20 hours. So if you go by the interpretation, 0 to midday, which is 12, and then to 18, 20, you need to state this time in 12 hours system, which is either stated as number of hours from midday or number of hours from midnight to midday. So this 1820 falls in the second half of the day. So you have to state it as how many hours from midday. So from 12 to 18, that is 6. So 6, use that colon, 20 p.m. That p.m. means that time is in the second half of the day. So 6 hours from midday. Yes. So we continue. So there is a bus which left Nairobi at 9:15 p.m. Took 5 hours 17 minutes to reach its destination. Find the time it arrived. So again, the same formula we used. Starting time plus time taken is equals to ending time. So here, the time taken is already given, so I don't have to calculate. It's 5 hours 17 minutes. But now what I need to do is to convert the time given in terms of the 24-hour system. So this one, now you realize that this one falls in the second half. So second half means this is 9 hours 15 minutes from noon. From midnight to noon, that is already 12 hours. Then from noon to this time given is 9 hours 15 minutes. So how many hours from midnight? So you simply add the 12. Noon to this time is 9. From 0 to noon is 12. So 12 plus 9 is 21. So this is 21. So in 24-hour system, it's going to be 21, 15 hours. Then we add the total time taken, which is 5, 17. So if you do this, you'll get, this is addition. So what we are getting here is 2, 32, and this is 26. So 26, that is next day. So I will write 02 hours, but I have to specify that this is next day or following day. You see. So this means 2 hours, 32 minutes just past midnight, after midnight. So I will have to restate it back to the 12-hour system. So I will state it as 2:32 a.m. next day, or following day, because it's now 26. 26 is already overlapping into the other day, because the day should be having maximum of 24 hours. Now the last one, there are classes in a school which start at 8 and end at. So we need to know time taken. Remember we said starting time plus time taken is equals to ending time. So in this case, we are now looking for the time taken. We are trying to find this. So you'll have to rewrite it. So time taken should be equal to ending time or stopping time. Then this starting time will have to go to the other side, becomes minus. So minus starting time. So you convert the both of them to 24-hour system. So 24-hour system, if it is PM, you remember this is 4 hours from noon. So you need to add 4 hours to 12. 12, now we start from 0 to 12 noon, and then now the 4 hours stated there, PM, is in the second half, which is then 4 hours 20 minutes. So you add this to the 12, so it becomes 16. So ending time is 16, 20 hours, and we are subtracting now 8:20 a.m. That is the first half. So first half, it's just 8 hours from midnight. The first half of the day is counted, those hours are counted from midnight. So 8 hours 20 minutes. So we subtract 8 hours, 08:20, and what do you get? 0080. So these are 8 hours. So time taken by lessons, should be 8 hours less 2 hours for breaks. So that is going to be 6 hours. So it means then each lesson takes 6 divided by the number of lessons, which is how many lessons are there? 8. So each lesson takes t. So we have time in hours. Time in hours as 6 divided by the number of lessons, which are 8. So these ones we get 3/4. So you can decide to find this time in minutes. You convert. So that is 3/4. You multiply by 60. and that is 45 minutes. So each lesson takes approximately 45 minutes. Yes, because 4 here, 1, 4 there, 15. 15 by 3 is 45. So that is basically how you need to go about it. So we have a few questions here to help you practice on what you've been learning during this lesson. You can always attempt and post feedback on the comment section. You're able to look at them and give feedback in the discourse. Otherwise, that is all for now. Until next time, goodbye.